My name is Denise Pierce and I work at Villa Oasis High School. I hope to share with you how I view asset based behaviors and expectations while I focus on viewing cultural and linguistic differences as positive resources and not as shortfalls. Cultural responsive teaching. What are cultural influences in teaching and learning? Cultural background shapes a teacher's viewpoint and affects the reactions to the diverse needs of their students. Similarity, Similarly, students encounter variations in cultures between their home environment and their school setting. What is cultural competence and its role in instruction in ELs? Cultural competence refers to an educator's capacity to recognize and appropriately respond to the diverse ethnic backgrounds and influence students' language acquisitions. How can EL's cultural values and beliefs be integrated appropriately in the context of teaching and learning? Engage the students in discussion about the classroom environment and inclusivity of the educational materials being used. If the curriculum does not account for the diverse backgrounds of the student body, it is essential to incorporate examples and modify names, scenarios, or situations to better represent the diversity. In my classroom, I encourage students to express their personal stories and experiences. I invite them to share insights about their lives and provide me with a unique perspective on the world around them. What is the role of cultural and student learning? Cultural significance shapes the student's learning preference, problem solving strategies, classroom engagement, and overall motivation. For my older students, it is essential that they understand the purpose behind their learning activity. How do school and classroom environment influence language acquisition? Coots and Kids publication 2024. An essential factor in mastering a new language is educational environment provided in the classroom setting. It is essential for students to be in a nurturing environment where they can engage, practice, and feel embraced by their peers while learning their new language. This supportive atmosphere also helps to lower the students' anxiety levels. What steps are necessary to create inclusive environments? We know it's important, so what do we do? How do we get it? Supportive engagement from fellow students and adults. Promote students' engagement and familiarity with the English language through active participation in class and teamwork with peers. Transforming learning into an interactive, captivating, enjoyable experience will foster and enhance language usage. What are some strategies for supporting and celebrating cultural diversity within the instruction? The approaches I implement to assist my students and honor their cultural diversity in my teaching are: motivate them to comprehend their sense of self, pose inquiries that encourage analytical thinking, incorporate their cultural background to connect with the content courses. Equity and inclusion are fostered throughout the teaching process. What are some strategies for leveraging home language and cultural asset? Acknowledging the significance of each student's cultural background and perspective. Valuing diverse of thinking is crucial. A culture introduces unique viewpoints to collaborative efforts. Encourage storytelling. I encourage storytelling with the website they are building, and I enjoy sharing their success stories. Supporting the needs of the ELs in the classroom. What are some strategies for responsiveness to the different strengths and needs identities of ELs, including special needs? All right, the following are some strategies I use in the classroom. So, show them how to use a screen reader and I use curriculum that is broken into smaller pieces. This is good for them and me as well. In this curriculum, students can select their preferred language for study. This approach allows learners to engage with language they are enthusiastic about, fostering a more personalized and motivated educational experience. By providing various language options, I aim to cater to the diverse interests and backgrounds of my students, encouraging them to immerse themselves fully in their chosen language. This method not only enhances language acquisition, but also promotes cultural awareness and appreciation. Ultimately, this curriculum empowers learners to take charge of their language learning journey, making it a more enjoyable and meaningful process. When I pose a question and notice a moment of silence from a student accompanied by a blank look, I then rephrase the question and offer two possible answers for them to choose from. This gives them the opportunity to acquire and use the English language. I provide a vocabulary list with images for the students to study. This will also help my SPED students because pictures help with recall and English memory acquisition. I pair up newcomer ELs with other students who are bilingual. What are some opportunities and approaches to meet social and emotional needs of the ELs? Weisberg 2016 publication says a good thing to do, and I use in my classroom. I focus on fostering social awareness among my students. I motivate them to establish personal goals, and we take time to celebrate these achievements together. I invite students to share their cultural background, skills, and aspirations for the future. When a student expresses feelings of anxiety or sadness, I prioritize having a conversation with them about their emotions and adapt the lessons to support them in completing their assignment. What is the importance of understanding the social, emotional, and cultural needs of students when establishing classroom routines and procedures? It is everything. Understanding one's social, emotional states includes self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, relationship skills, and responsible decision making, which is very important, and respect with and cultural needs and respect with will help establish classroom routines and procedures that students can comprehend and manage independently with minimal guidance from the teacher. To develop these classroom routines and procedures, it is essential to begin by fostering an environment of understanding, mutual respect among all individuals. Home and school connection. How my family and community practice the influence of language learning. According to the Washington Office of Superintendent publication, organizing community events where students can showcase their cultural backgrounds and take pride in them will foster a sense of positivity and appreciation for their heritage. Additionally, the shared wisdom from the community will demonstrate solidarity and empathy among its members. These practices support the incorporation of student cultural backgrounds and community connections within the classroom as well. These resources enhance my ability to comprehend and meet the needs of my students more efficiently. What are some strategies to build and foster strong family community and school partnership? Well, according to Hughes' publication in 2016, school hosted community events, weekly communication to the parents from the teachers, and I believe that's very important. Provide interpreters for parent and teacher conferences. Make the families feel welcome on campus. What are effective family engagement practices that support and highlight assistive home languages, including communication, family involvement, and providing intentional strategies for families of ELs? Home-based involvement activity parent participation is essential for leveraging home language and cultural assets. These activities can be daily conversations, reading books together, and language-based play. What are some inclusive community engagement practices? According to Hughes, assisting with parenting strategies and support, communicating school programs and student progress, recruiting parent volunteers, provide support and supplies for students to learn at home, inform parents of board meetings, advocacy activities, and school improvements teams, ask the parents and community to participate, coordinate with businesses of the community, and collaborate with the families when hosting community events at the school. And these are the resources that I spoke of. I thank you for your time. I appreciate you being here, and I hope that what I gave to you could be some benefit to you and understanding that children, the benefits that children have when they bring another language into your classroom. It's a blessing. I hope you have a good day. And God bless.